right, we're in the car, we're all loaded up, and we're about to head out to our annual trip to Maine. The GPS says 1,015 miles. Right now, 14 hours, but you know, we make a few stops and we'll see. That is just to Portland. We then rest in Portland for a little while before finishing the last 4 hours up to Moosehead Lake. So follow along. That keeps happening. You can see Jeff's outside. We have a roof rack that we're using for the first time ever, and it has 2 totes and our paddleboards on it. And every time we get over like 40 miles an hour, something is making noise and we can't figure it out. At first we thought it was the paddleboards, then I thought maybe it was the lids to the containers that we were using. So I'll let you know if we ever figure that out. Right now we're using Gorilla Tape to try to tape certain things down that are making, what we think is making noise, but any tips from someone that's done this before, that'd be cool. Obviously it'll be after our trip, but this is definitely a learning moment. I am forever grateful to this man for figuring this out and for making sure that we're going the right way on our route. Sometimes the GPS tries to take us a lot closer to the cities, and this route allows us to avoid a lot of traffic. One thing I've learned from doing this trip several times over several years is every opportunity that I'm awake enough to stretch, get out and move my body. It is so important because we are sitting for so freaking long. At a rest stop somewhere in Virginia. It's time to change drivers. 9 o'clock and we're in West Virginia at a Sheetz getting gas, and Jeff went inside to see if there was any snacks he wants to eat, and the weather's been really good. And ever since we used Gorilla Tape to tape down all of the straps, nothing has been making noise, but then we did figure out which strap was making all the noise, so yay to that. It's about 2 a.m. and we are finally in Connecticut. I drove through part of Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, and now I'm handing the car back over to Jeff and I'm gonna sleep. Jeff did hit some traffic on the Mass Pike on our way into Maine, but we are finally there. And if you didn't know this, you could actually sleep in the Cabela's parking lot. Just kind of like the Walmart parking lot allows you to do so too. So that's what we do whenever we get here early, so that we both can just have some peace and quiet and napping in the car before we move on with our day. So this is what we did before we run our few errands in Portland that we do every time we do this trip. So up first is going to be Holy Donut, because this is one of my favorite places. They have some of the best gluten-free donuts. I highly recommend stopping here. Then we ran to the grocery store to just grab a few pieces of produce that we didn't want to take during the whole trek, and filled up our water bottles from our big water jug in the back of the car before having some more snacks and hitting the road all the way into Greenville. This part of the trip is so exciting because we finally feel like we're deep in the woods, which feels awesome. And soon enough, our favorite route is going to be coming up. Right here, there is a turn that says Moosehead, and then we're in Greenville. Yay! We did it.